Welcome back to FM Scout. I am Big Herb the Nerd, and today I'm here to bring you some challenges. This will be a series that we have running on FM Scout, where we look to bring you, something a little bit different. If you're bored of coming in and just playing with your favourite team, to try something else in Football Manager 2018 as the game is just released. So today we'll be looking at the Director's Challenge, or the Director of Football Challenge, where essentially you hand over everything to your directors and your chairman. So let's look at the rules. So for a league, you can really use any league for this one. Top divisions are recommended because that's where it gets a little bit more fun. But you can definitely do this in any league if you want to hand over. And I know some people actually play the game a little bit like this. If you just look at the rules of the Director's Challenge are to set your chairman to be in charge of all non-player staff movements, and then set your Director of Football to be in charge of the buying and selling of all players. That leaves you essentially in charge of tactics and training. In terms of goals for these challenge, there isn't a set goal. A good one is just to not get fired. It's quite difficult when you have your best players pulled out from underneath you by the Director of Football and sold when you just get them on a run. To implement the Director of Football Challenge, it's quite simple. You come in, you start your game as normal, and once you get into your staff screen, you literally click Staff Responsibilities, and in this overall staff responsibilities screen here, you just start changing them over. So high and fire Director of Football, you set it to the chairman or president, whatever the highest rank is in that club. Staff recruitment, you switch then all over to Director of Football. If there is no Director of Football, set it to the chairman, and he will most likely hire a Director of Football. But if you leave the chairman in charge of staff recruitment, Director of Football will be in charge of transfers incoming and outgoing. Contract renewals, also Director of Football. Scouting, you can leave it with your Chief Scout or hand that over to Director of Football as well, but it should not be you because, you won't be scouting players to buy because you won't have any choice in the matter. And then training is where you can use yourself and your team to actually manage what's going on with the training. Being as this is the only thing you're in charge of, sometimes it's good to get to grips with training and tactics and leave the contracts and the transfers to the Director of Football and Chairman, just to make your life a little bit easier. You can concentrate on some of the other parts of the game. It's good if you want to get to grips with training and that more detailed analysis of tactics. Youth development is the last one, and you'd also want to hand that over. Leave that to you. You could leave it to your head of youth development or your Director of Football, depending on the size of the club. As long as only you are in charge of this little box here, you're good to go. In terms of good clubs to be with the Director's Challenge, it really is up to you. You can be anyone. A top herb tip. I did a Director of Challenge in FM18 with West Ham United, and you will want to be looking at your club's philosophies. So to find your club's philosophies, you want to go into View Board Confidence, and here you have club philosophies here. So these will have a major impact in the way that your Director of Football operates. If you are a club that looks to buy youth players and bring them through the youth team, your Director of Football will buy young players. If your club philosophies are to buy stars, he will go out and try and buy the biggest stars that all the money he has can buy. So keep a close eye on those philosophies, and you can try as much as you can to influence the board to get them the way you want them, which is something worthwhile doing if you want to try and help yourself out slightly in this Director's Challenge. Hopefully you will have a lot of fun with the Director's Challenge. Give it a try in FM18. Comment below and let us know how you get on. And if you want us to cover any other challenges, please do leave comments below and we will get round to them later in the series. Before we go, I invite you to go over to my channel, Big Herb the Nerd, and check out the content over there. We are running our Gegenpressing style with Liverpool in FM18 currently. But we have a lot more to come this year on FM18. So go and check that out. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I shall catch you next time. Bye-bye.